What is going on, Magic fans, and happy late Thanksgiving. The Orlando Magic just beat the Brooklyn Nets. They just beat the brakes off the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to be talking a little bit about that game and the game that they played the other night against the Chicago Bulls. But first of all, wanted to say I'm in a different area right now. I'm back home, obviously, for Thanksgiving, so hopefully everybody had a great holidays. And hopefully everybody hits that subscribe button to join the Magic Digest family. We're going to be trying to come out with almost daily videos on the Orlando Magic. We're going to be talking about everything that's going on in the post game of all of these regular season games, and things are starting to heat up a little bit. The Orlando Magic are looking like probably one of the best teams in the NBA, and they certainly have played like that this month. This month of November has been absolutely crazy for them. So we're going to be talking about the month of November, and we're just going to be going over 4 specific players that I really wanted to highlight for why this team has been playing so well. But first, let's take a look at what has been going on in the game that they just played against the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to take a look at the box score right here. Franz Wagner, obviously 29, 8, and 8, was pretty much unstoppable. The Magic move to 3-0 in Group A play and move into a tie with New York. Orlando plays the Knicks, who are also 3-0 in the East Group A, in an NBA Cup game on Tuesday, and the winner advances as group champion. And they are tied with New York in group play. The Magic hold the tiebreaker, though, in point differential. And we'll talk a little bit about how that was possible in just a second. But when we take a look at the rest of the box score, impressive all-around scoring from the entire team. Wendell Carter Jr. kind of found his way back. KCP with another good game. Jalen Suggs with trading technicals had 12 points. He was very good in the game as well, but also got to love Tristan da Silva, the rookie, stepping up. He kind of took a step back in a sense for the Orlando Magic when Wendell Carter Jr. came back, but he's been playing really well. Okay, so the Orlando Magic have the tiebreaker over the Knicks right now because they ended the game on 3 3-pointers, and they were 18 of 35 for the game from long range. So anytime you have that type of shooting, you're probably going to win. But they ended the game very well shooting wise. So that actually put up a 1 point ahead on the point differential, because the Knicks' margin of victory was 23 following their win at Charlotte. So good things happen to good teams because, you're obviously always staying aggressive in the NBA Cup game. Now, the Magic also will play the Brooklyn Nets this coming Sunday, so that'll be tomorrow now at the time of filming and probably posting this video. So we'll have to watch out and see exactly what happens in that game, because that could end up throwing a wrench into things. But the Magic have won their last 5 games and 11 of the last 12, and that was all following a 12-game losing streak a 5-game road losing streak that occurred right after Paolo Banchero got hurt. So very, very good stuff going on. And also they've been good on the road. They've won 4 of their last 5 road games, and they've just picked it up since November 6th, which was that last kind of loss of that time period. They have been pretty much unstoppable, and I wanted to highlight Franz Wagner as obviously the biggest and main reason. I asked you guys in a poll in the community tab, hey, who is the main reason for this team playing so well? And I got a few responses, but I got everybody. A lot of you guys, the overwhelming response has been Franz. And I can't even really argue that. He's got a case for player of the month for the Eastern Conference. And we'll talk about that later. I'll probably end up making a video on it. He's averaging 23.3 points per game this season. He had 29 tonight. But for the month of November, he's averaging 25 points, 6.4 assists, 5.8 boards, 2 steals, 46% from the field, just as you see right here. And he's averaging 33% from 3. And why is that so important? Because he's shooting at a much higher volume. In the game against the Bulls, he did not shoot that well, but he consistently bounces back from poor shooting nights with better shooting performances, and that is something that is really, really great to see. His shot is not broke. It does not need to be fixed, or at least that's that's where I would stand. He's playing extremely well. And I did want to read a quote from Io DeSumo. He played against him when he was at Illinois and was kind of just saying how good of a player he was. This was after the Bulls game on Wednesday. He is elite. He is elite. We were in the same draft class. We had a lot of battles, him at Michigan, me at Illinois. He has gotten better each time. His size, his ability to play pick and roll and finish with his left. He's elite. Wagner got stepped on and was okay in this Bulls game, and he obviously finished it, but and he obviously played tonight. But that is just really telling, because you see a guy like DeSumo, who is extremely, so that's my dog, who's extremely talented, and he's obviously given him props. Now, I definitely think we need to take a look at some of the other players, because this story is not just Franz Wagner. It's also Jalen Suggs. He is that second best player on the team. He's averaging 16 points per game. And it should be noted that he had 12 points against the Nets tonight, and he defended Anthony Black from Ben Simmons kind of trying to mess with him a little bit. I mean, most of these technicals in the NBA are, no big deal, and this one, trading technicals in a pretty competitive game in the second quarter, was also not that big of a deal, but, it was a close game and everything. He was defending Anthony Black from a veteran trying to just take the ball away a little bit, and you got to love to see it. And looks like this guard rotation is kind of figuring itself out. I made a ton of videos about, hey, who can we trade? Who is potentially out there? How is this going to change? Well, it just ends up being Jalen Suggs, and then they're just going to figure out who's that second guy on any given night. Okay, you got Cole Anthony, only got 3 minutes tonight, as well as Corey Joseph. Anthony Black was that guy. He looks like he's comfortable, but he is not going to be the starter, obviously, or be that second guy. It's going to be Jalen Suggs and KCP. Now, I did also want to take a look at KCP. As I mentioned, he had 19 points against the Nets, 24 points against the Bulls. In the Bulls game, he was 6 of 10 from 3, 8 of 13 from the floor, 4 steals. You got to love what they're seeing. This guard rotation, I cannot stress enough, has gotten extremely good. It is one of the best, I would say, things about this season, one of the better parts of the year. Now, Bitadze is the other player that I did want to highlight. This front court has also shaped up. Wendell Carter Jr. ended up slotting in the starting lineup, but we kept them both. It was De Silva who ended up going back to the bench. And obviously with the Gary Harris injury, there was an extra spot of an extra piece of real estate in that starting lineup. So there wasn't exactly a very tough decision by Jamahl Mosley that needed to be made. But Wendell Carter Jr. did not play very well against the Bulls, was just kind of getting his feet under him. He had 12 against the Nets and didn't seem to phase anybody in this rotation. Bitadze had a career high in blocks with 5. And overall, this big rotation looks like it hasn't missed a step. You had Mo Wagner playing really well off the bench. Jonathan Isaac still healthy, thank God. And he's playing amazing defense. At a certain point, you got 4 guys in that front court that can play really, really meaningful basketball. And they're all different. They all serve a different purpose on this team. It's mainly health with that part of the roster. With the guards, it's like, I think they're good enough. And, obviously health for the Orlando Magic is huge. But I think it's an even bigger part for this front court, because we've seen so many iterations of one of these guys stepping in for another, and it's really nice to see all 4 of those guys had a good/great game against the Nets, and that is what's really going to put this team far ahead of the rest of the Eastern Conference when they get Paolo Banchero back. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Dog snoring in the background, everything. Hopefully everybody, again, had a happy Thanksgiving. The holidays are coming up, so you might see a lot of videos from this exact spot in the old childhood room. But thank you guys so much again for watching. It's been great making content for you guys and talking Orlando Magic basketball. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it pushing. So hopefully I see you guys next time with some good news again about Orlando Magic basketball. Since I started saying that, things have kind of turned around a bit for Orlando. I don't know if it's been a slight, good thing for the Orlando Magic or not, but I'm just going to keep it going, superstitious or not. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys with more Orlando Magic basketball content next time.